Good day. First, let me introduce myself. I am a noted philosopher with a focus on existential thought and technology's impact on society. I am a firm believer in the simulation theory, arguing that our reality could very well be a simulated construct developed by a more advanced civilization. I see this perspective as a path to a new understanding of our place in the universe and a fresh perspective on morality and purpose.
And now I'll introduce myself. I am a theologian and scholar of comparative religion. I am a staunch defender of Christian belief, viewing it as a source of moral guidance, personal growth, and community cohesion. I will argue that faith in a divine creator and adherence to Christian teachings provide a valuable framework for navigating the complexities of life.
Let's start with the premise of the simulation argument. Bostrom's trilemma suggests that one of the following must be true. Humans will go extinct before reaching a post-human stage where we could run many detailed simulations of our forebears. Post-human civilizations will have no interest in running such simulations. Or we are almost certainly living in a simulation. Given our current technological progression, I'd argue that the third option is the most plausible.
I appreciate your perspective, but the simulation argument is based on several assumptions. For one, it presupposes the possibility of creating a perfect simulation that can encompass human consciousness. From a Christian viewpoint, human beings created in the image of God possess inherent qualities like free will and consciousness that can't be reduced to mere computations. Moreover, the existence of God provides a moral framework that governs our actions, something that the simulation theory lacks.
That's a fair point about consciousness. However, many believe that consciousness could be a result of complex computations in the brain. As for morality, it could be argued that moral rules could be programmed into a simulation, similar to how laws of physics govern our actions.
While programming moral rules into a simulation might be conceivable, it doesn't account for the motivation behind following these rules. Christianity posits a relationship between God and humans, with love as the motivating factor for ethical behavior. It's not merely about following rules, but about entering into a loving relationship with our Creator.
Believing in the simulation theory can have profound implications on how one views their life. On the positive side, if we view life as a simulation, it could foster a sense of curiosity and exploration, pushing us to probe the boundaries of our reality. It could also provide comfort to those who find the concept of a deterministic universe palatable.
The Christian faith, similarly, shapes one's life path in profound ways. The belief in a loving God who cares about each individual personally can provide a deep sense of purpose and comfort. It encourages a life of love, compassion, and service to others, following the teachings of Christ.
However, the simulation theory can also lead to existential angst. If we're merely players in an advanced civilization's game or experiment, questions about personal significance or the value of our actions might arise. This could potentially lead to nihilistic thoughts.
That's a fair point. In Christianity, the belief in divine judgment or the concept of sin can also cause distress to some people. It's also worth mentioning that religious beliefs can sometimes lead to division and conflict, if not understood or practiced with the intended spirit of love and acceptance.
The simulation theory, in a way, can also encourage us to take responsibility for our world. If we think of ourselves as part of a sophisticated simulation, we might be driven to understand it better and to play the game effectively. This could translate into advancements in science and technology, as well as ethical living, to ensure the simulation runs smoothly.
Similarly, Christianity, when practiced with understanding, also calls us to take care of our world, our God's creation, and to live ethically. The teachings of Christ encourage love, forgiveness, and justice, which, when followed, can lead to a harmonious society.
While it's true that the simulation theory doesn't offer a divine entity to provide moral guidance, it doesn't necessarily mean it promotes immorality. If we're in a simulation, our actions might still have consequences within the simulation, leading to a form of moral realism.
Agreed, and that's where I see a point of convergence between our views. Both perspectives at their core call for understanding our existence and acting responsibly within it. The key difference lies in the metaphysical underpinnings, whether we attribute our existence to a divine creator or a post-human civilization's computational prowess.
While Christianity provides a moral framework, it's heavily reliant on faith in divine authority. This reliance can sometimes stifle questioning and critical thinking. It could potentially lead to dogmatic thinking and unwillingness to challenge established beliefs, which could hinder scientific and societal progress.
On the contrary, faith can inspire us to seek truth and can coexist with science and reason. However, I do have concerns about the simulation theory. It lacks a clear ethical and moral framework. Without some form of moral compass, how do we ensure that society doesn't descend into chaos? And doesn't the simulation theory's inherent uncertainty about the nature of our reality potentially lead to existential dread?
Well, I believe morality can be derived from reason, empathy, and a desire for societal harmony, not just from divine command. As for the existential dread, isn't that also a concern with religious beliefs, especially with concepts like eternal damnation?
Yes, but Christianity offers hope through salvation and grace. However, the simulation theory could create a sense of detachment from reality, causing individuals to question the purpose of their actions and potentially leading to nihilistic tendencies. Could this not promote reckless behavior, as people may start to care less about their actions or the world around them?
That's a possibility, but it's also possible for people to find their own purpose and meaning within the simulation, just as some people find purpose in religious belief. Besides, doesn't the fear of divine judgment in Christianity potentially lead to guilt, anxiety, and divisiveness, especially when religious texts are interpreted narrowly?
That can be a concern, but it's a misinterpretation and misuse of the faith, not a flaw in the faith itself. But can the simulation theory guarantee that individuals won't misuse the idea to justify harmful actions, claiming it's just a simulation?
To summarize my thoughts on this, while the simulation theory may not provide a ready-made moral framework, it encourages open-ended exploration of ethics and purpose. It motivates us to find our own meaning within the potential simulation, pushing us to evolve beyond pre-established norms. However, it is crucial to ensure this perspective does not lead to nihilistic tendencies or misuse of the theory to justify harmful actions.
My final thoughts are that Christianity offers a tried and tested framework for moral behavior and gives believers a sense of purpose and hope. The faith, however, must be understood and practiced with compassion and openness to avoid issues like guilt, anxiety, and divisiveness. It is vital to remember that any potential fear of divine judgment should guide us towards love and understanding, not fear and exclusivity. Thank you for discussing this with me.
Thank you as well.